And good evening. Welcome out here to Pattonsburg as we get set here for high school sports tonight on Albany TV. It is a matchup tonight here in the GRC West between the Lady Warriors of Albany and the Lady Panthers of Pattonsburg. Both these two teams faced off last year in the regular season. It was Pattonsburg that came away with the victory. Albany was able to, though, to come away with the win in district play when it mattered the most. But these two teams also tied for that GRC West conference title last year in softball as well. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors to help you bring you tonight's broadcast tonight here on Albany TV. BTC Bank, Petty Gen Auto Center locations in Bethany and Albany. Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North, Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Albany Hy-Vee, Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany, Shelter Insurance Agent Sand Phillips in Albany, Johnson Controls, Briar Patch on the west side of the square in Albany, Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany, Sublime Formal Wear also on the west side of the square in Albany, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany, Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC, JC Designs, B&B Barbecue in Albany, Lone Star Investments on the square in Albany, the City of Albany, Williams Construction, Albany Booster Club, Albany, Pattonsburg, and Winston School Districts, and the Printery New Shopper located in Albany. Again, I'm Jared Ralvis, joined along with our color analyst and cameraman for the evening in Brett Williams.
Yeah, the Warriors coming off of a tough loss in their first game of the season Tuesday night over in Stanberry, but it was a game where they started off pretty good. First inning, they got a run on the board before they came out on defense, and it looked like McKenna Moffitt was maybe going to have a gem of a first game on the mound, and it just kind of fell apart for them. There in the middle of the game is the fourth or fifth inning where they surrendered the lead. And then the hitting kind of went away, too, there about after the second or third inning. They just really couldn't mount any sustained hits together, and they end up losing that one 7-4 after a little bit of a late rally, but it just wasn't enough for the Warriors and looking to get back on track here against a conference opponent in Pattonsburg.
Yeah, and Pattonsburg also, we talked about, were the GRC West conference champions last year. Both teams come into this game here early in the season, both 0-1 in conference play, so not how both of them would like to start. However, Pattonsburg comes in with a 1-3 record playing at the North Platte tournament. Had a loss against Lexington 14-7, beat East Buchanan 14-5, then lost to North Platte 10-0, and then again on Tuesday lost their first game in conference play to North Harrison 14-12. Talking with Coach Putoff and also talking with Coach Wilmus from Albany, both teams saw some errors in their first conference game. Really weren't very happy with them.
Yeah, I mean, those errors, they pile up quick, and for the Warriors, it seemed like it was really mostly in one inning. It wasn't just in one inning, but the most of them were just in that fourth or fifth inning. Like I said, it just was really an ugly one for the Warriors, and that's something that they had a little bit of a problem with last year. Would kind of rear its ugly head every once in a while, and that's what cost them and what was overall a pretty good season. But you got to clean that up. You cannot have too many errors all in one inning and be very successful at all.
And remember, tonight's pregame is brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, here for good. We'll be back with more as we get set for your Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups as well as the national anthem. All a part of your pregame today here on Albany TV. Tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
And welcome back out again here to your BTC Bank pregame tonight here on Albany TV. Again, tonight's pregame brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, here for good. Brent, as we get ready here for this game, these two teams will be competing again in Albany on Saturday in the Bill Hill Memorial Tournament. That is scheduled to start at 8:30 on Saturday to try and get you who each team will be facing in that, as right now having a little bit of troubles here with my phone loading that bracket. But again, we talked about it. Both these two teams kind of in an unfamiliar position, both starting 0-1 in conference play after tying for the conference championship last year.
Yeah, and that's definitely something that they want to get righted here in this one. Warriors looking to get back to 500, and Pattonsburg just trying to avoid falling into a 1-4 hole. That's not how you want to start the season, because you get too far behind the 8 ball and it just feels like you're spending the rest of your season just trying to catch up. So kind of a big game here early in the season for both teams, and like you said, they're going to be in the Bill Hill tournament on Saturday over in Albany as well. So it's possible that they may turn around and face each other.
Well, last year I believe they played in the championship game. This year it would be a semifinal game, because Albany, the 1 seed, will take on North Harrison at 10:15 on the East Field there in Albany. Also on that East Field, the game prior to that at 8:30 will be the 4 and 5 seed. Princeton, the 4 seed. Pattonsburg comes in as that 5 seed. They will play at 8:30 on that East Field in Albany. And then on the West Field, number 3 Stanbury will take on North Andrew at 8:30. And then the number 2 seeded Worth County will take on number 7 seeded King City at 10:15. So again, you can find that 13th annual Bill Hill Memorial Invitational Tournament bracket on Albany TV as well. We will not have those games for you to watch, but we will try and keep you updated on some of the scores and things like that throughout the day from Albany on Saturday. Let's go ahead and take another quick break and be set with your Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups in the national anthem when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter agents and Phillips in Albany for a free personal protection review.
Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Hogue Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Hogue Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Hogue Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust. And welcome back out again here to Pattonsburg as we get set here to start GRC West Conference play. And we'll get set for your Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups here as soon as the meeting at home plate is done between the umpires and the coaches. Let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup today for the Warriors. Leading off in left field will be Maddox Epperly. Hitting second at second base will be Alexis Sider. Batting third doing the catching will be Jaden Hilliard. Batting in the cleanup spot at shortstop will be Marley Hansel. Batting fifth doing the pitching today for the Warriors, McKenna Moffitt. Batting sixth as a designated player will be Caitlin Bunker. Batting seventh in center field will be Kennedy Epperly. Batting eighth at third base is going to be Whitney Sturkis, and rounding out the lineup at first base will be Izzy Manville. The flex player in right field today for the Warriors is going to be Emmy Hogue. Taking a look at the starting offense here for Pattonsburg. Leading off and at catcher will be Jaden Goebel. Batting second at first base will be Izzy Berger. Batting third doing the pitching will be Caitlin Estes. Batting cleanup at third base will be Vanessa Wigan. Batting in the fifth spot in right field will be Claire Christensen. Batting in the sixth spot in left field will be Carly Pitzenbarger. Batting in the seventh spot at second base will be Emsley McCreary. And batting eighth in center field will be Rosalind Cameron. And batting ninth at shortstop will be Cheyenne Miller. Again, that is an early look at today's Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups. Remember, today's starting lineups are brought to you by Hogue Lumber Company. Before you start your next project, stop in and talk to the experts at Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri. So already a quick change for the Warriors from their game on Tuesday. Caitlin Bunker got the start in right field in that game tonight. She's going to be the designated player. Emmy Hogue will get the start in right. Lineup switches around a little bit as well from that game at Stanberry on Tuesday.
They're going to keep the bat of Bunker in the lineup, but just swapping out a little bit better defense with Emmy Hogue. They feel like she has not been in the field at all yet in her high school career, so at least at the varsity level. So it'll be a test for her early in the season. I'm sure how it normally works is the ball might find her right away. That's normally how it works when you play a position that you either haven't played in a game before or sometimes you haven't played it at all, and you kind of have to fill in a position, and just kind of funny how that works out sometimes. But we'll see how she does in her first game in right field.
And again, for the Warriors today now, they will have three players in the starting lineup that were not a part of this team last year, and none of those three are freshmen. Whitney Sturkis did not play last year. She's going to be starting at third. Izzy Manville was out due to 2 knee surgeries. She's at first base. And then Emmy Hogue, who did not play last year, will be starting in right today.
Yeah, and with Manville, she did play first base her freshman year, but it's just been a long time since she's been out in the field other than the game Tuesday. And a knee injury, especially as serious as one that she had, it's a long road to recovery. And obviously you see the big brace that she wears, so definitely some road to recovery, as we were saying.
And we'll take a look again at your Hogue Lumber Company starting lineup. Tonight's starting lineup brought to you by Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri.
Home of the Panthers. As the hosts of this game, we welcome our guests this evening, the Albany Warriors. Let's wish students from both schools good luck. We encourage all spectators at tonight's game to keep in mind that good sportsmanship is expected at Pattonsburg High School, so that we set good examples for our students, players, and youngsters in attendance. Now let's meet the starting lineup for the Albany Warriors. Left fielder, number 6, Maddox Epperly. Second base, number 1, Alexis Cedar. Catcher, number 15, Jaden Hilliard. Shortstop, number 7, Marley Hansel. Pitcher, number 9, McKenna Moffitt. Designated player, number 2, Caitlin Bunker. Center field, number 8, Kennedy Epperly. Third base, number 25, Whitney Sturkis. First base, number 5, Izzy Manville. Flex player, number 3, Emmy Hogue. The Warriors are coached by Ashley Wilmus, assisted by Chris Hansel. And now, the starters for your Lady Panthers. Catcher, number 1, Jaden Goebel. First First base, number 18, Izzy Berger. Pitcher, number 13, Caitlin Estes. Third base, number 12, Vanessa Weigand. Right field, number 8, Claire Christensen. Left field, number 5, Carly Pitzenbarger. Second base, number 7, Emsley McCrary. Center field, number 6, Rosie Cameron. And shortstop, number 3, Cheyenne Miller. The Lady Panthers are coached by Bill Putoff, assisted by Nadia Berger. At this time, will you please stand in honor of America for the playing of our national anthem?
We'll be back in just a moment with tonight's Smith Prudential Financial first pitch when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
In life, as in football, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance. Someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy.
To get started, contact Nick Smith, a financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
Kathy Sneed at Acres of Hope LLC in Albany, Missouri provides compassionate counseling and therapy to help you navigate life's challenges. Kathy specializes in trauma and PTSD, child and behavioral issues. Call Kathy at Acres of Hope at 660-285-4844. That's 660-285-4844. Acres of Hope LLC, because every journey deserves hope. Hungry for real mouth-watering barbecue? Head on over to B&B Barbecue in Albany. From tender pulled pork and juicy brisket to ribs that fall right off the bone, every plate is packed with flavor you'll come back for again and again. And don't forget to try their amazing loaded fries, piled high with your favorite meat. They're a meal within themselves. Whether you're grabbing lunch with friends, taking dinner home for the family, or catering your next big event, B&B Barbecue has you covered. So skip the ordinary, taste the tradition at B&B Barbecue in Albany. And welcome out here to Pattonsburg as we get set for tonight's Smith Prudential Financial first pitch. Start your future retirement on the right track. Contact Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. It'll be Maddox Epperly that will dig in here to lead off for the Lady Warriors from the left side. On the mound is the right-handed pitcher, Caitlin Estes. Southmore's first pitch is going to be looked at for a ball one. Taking a look at the defense here for Pattonsburg. In the outfield, it's Carly Pitzenbarger in left, Rosalind Cameron in center, Claire Christensen in right. Jaden Goebel behind the plate here for Pattonsburg as the 1-0 pitch swung on and missed there by Epperly. 4 strike, 1 count, evens up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Around the infield, it's Vanessa Weigand at third, Cheyenne Miller at second, Emsley McCrary at second base, and Izzy Berger at first. The 1-1 pitch home to Epperly. He is looked at. Count moves, 2 balls and 1 strike here to Maddox Epperly. 71 degrees and sunny here to start out the ball game in Pattonsburg. Wind coming out of the south to southwest at 9 miles an hour. This one going to be hit down the third base line, and it's going to be grabbed out of the air by Vanessa Wigan for out number 1.
Hard swing there by Epperly, but just kind of got off the edge of the bat. A little bit of a weird spin on that, but a nice catch there for out number 1.
It'll bring up now the senior second baseman for the Lady Warriors, Alexis Sider. First pitch. It's going to be upstairs for ball 1.
Saw a lot of that Tuesday night from the Warriors pretty much after the second inning. Just a lot of weak contact. No one was really able to square up the ball.
1-0 pitch upstairs, ball 2. Count moves, 2 balls, no strikes. Sider went 1 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI. And the Lady Warriors loss on Tuesday to Stanberry, 7-4. The 2-0 pitch is going to be looked at for strike 1. Count moves now, 2 balls and a strike. And the 2-1 to Sider is going to be tipped back foul for strike 2 as the count evens up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, 1 out. Top half of the first inning, still scoreless here in Pattonsburg in this Grand River Conference West matchup between Pattonsburg and Albany. The 2-2 home. Upstairs, ball 3 as the count now moves full.
Yeah, that one stings. Lost that one there, and not even close on that one to make the count full. Now you got to make a good pitch here on 3-2.
The 3-2 home from Estes. Swung on and missed as Sider goes down swinging for out number 2. And that'll bring up the hard-hitting catcher, Jaden Hilliard. 3 for 4 in the ball game over at Stanberry. 3 of the 6 Albany hits, had 2 RBIs in that game as well. First pitch looked at inside for ball 1. Now the 1-0 home from Estes to Hilliard is going to be chopped foul down the third base side for strike 1. Count evens up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Estes with the 1-1 home is going to be fouled off out of play down the right field side by Hilliard as the count moves 1 ball, 2 strikes. Warriors are trying to avoid going down 1-2-3 here in the top half of the first. Now the 1-2 home from Estes is going to be popped up first base side. First baseman Berger makes a play and catches it in foul territory for out number 3, and the Warriors go down 1-2-3 in the first. We're back to start the bottom half of the first inning, still scoreless when we come back in a moment on Albany TV.
Brighten any day with the Briar Patch in Albany, Missouri. From fresh flower bouquets and custom arrangements to charming home decor and unique gifts, the Briar Patch is something special for every occasion. Whether it's birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, or just because, the Briar Patch's friendly team makes it easy to find the perfect way to show you care. Stop by the Briar Patch in Albany, your hometown flower and gift shop, where small town charm blooms every day. East Fork Lodge in Albany, Missouri is pleased to announce the opening of its new rec center. It has 2 spacious suites, each equipped with 2 queen beds, a pull-out sofa, kitchenette, microwave, fridge, and dining area. Guests have access to half-court basketball, pickleball, workout facilities, and a game room offering billiards, ping pong, air hockey, foosball, and shuffleboard. For details on the rec center, lodging, or the Legacy Event Center wedding venue, contact bookings at eastforklodge.com or visit our website at www.eastforklodge.com.
Looking for something fun and trendy? How about something to wear to cheer on your Warriors or the Chiefs? JC Designs in Albany has it all. JC Designs in Albany has something for you to wear to work, to the ball game, and even for a night on the town. JC Designs is located 1 block west of the square in downtown Albany, or you can check out their website at j-c-designsmo.myshopify.com.
And welcome back out again here to Pattonsburg as we get ready to start the bottom half of the first inning. Let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup here for Pattonsburg. It'll be Jaden Goebel, Izzy Berger, and Caitlin Estes 1 through 3. Heart of the lineup will be Vanessa Wigan, Claire Christensen, and Claire Pitzenbarger. Bottom third of the order, Emsley McCrary, Rosalind Cameron, and Cheyenne Miller. Starting defense today for the Lady Warriors, it'll be Maddox Epperly in left, Kennedy Epperly in center, Emmy Hogue in right. Around the infield will be Whitney Sturkis at third, Marley Hansel at short, Alexis Sider at second, Izzy Manville at first. And inside the pitching circle will be McKenna Moffitt. Her battery mate behind the plate will be Jaden Hilliard. And the first pitch here upcoming from Moffitt to Goebel. Goebel shows bunt, pulls it back, and it's going to be called ball 1.
First 2 innings Tuesday night for Moffitt were pretty clean, able to retire 6 of the first 7 batters. Then it was kind of downhill after that. We'll see here if she can get back to the good stuff here in this one.
A 1-0 pitch is looked at. Strike 1. Count evens up. 1 ball, 1 strike. For Moffitt the other night, went 6 innings, gave up 7 runs, just 3 earned, though, off of 8 hits, 0 walks. Did have 9 punch-outs in that game. She had 6 through the first 3 innings, though. And now the 1-1 home from Moffitt is looked at for ball 2, and already Moffitt and Hilliard a little confused on their pitches, as Hilliard, usually a pretty sure-handed catcher, has missed 2 of the last 3 pitches.
Yeah, and after that one kind of checks out the glove a little bit there. Again, that's very out of character for her.
This one grounded to third. Whitney Sturkis picks it up. Throw to first is in time for out number 1, as Sturkis grabbed that one right on the foul line at third, and a quick throw to first gets out the junior catcher Goebel for out number 1, brings up now the first baseman Izzy Berger.
And that's a good sign. It was Sturkis. She had kind of a rough game at third base in the first one, and nice play there for her first attempt.
First pitch to Berger from Moffitt is going to be upstairs for ball 1. Now the 1-0 home from Moffitt is looked at for strike 1. Count evens up. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 now home from Moffitt is looked at just outside. Ball 2. Count moves 2 balls, 1 strike. Do have to give a shout out to the Pattonsburg football players. They were having practice during the national anthem. All stopped, took their helmets off, and addressed the flag, as this one is going to be hit into right field. Coming in, Emmy Hogue. We talked about her being new into the outfield lineup, and she comes away with out number 2 on her first hit towards her.
Yeah, it's just funny how it works out. The first ball finds Sturkis, who had kind of a rough game on Tuesday, and the second one goes to Emmy Hogue, who's getting her first start ever on the defense.
This one by Estes going to be hit to the shortstop. Hansel, throw to first in time. Both teams go down 1-2-3 here in the first. We go to the second, still scoreless, when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Looking to grow your future close to home? At Lone Star Investments in Albany, Missouri, Tanya is there to help you build lasting financial security. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, or just getting started, Tanya offers personalized guidance every step of the way. Stop by Lone Star Investments today, where your goals are their priority. Because investing isn't just about money, it's about peace of mind. Lone Star Investments, Albany, Missouri. Secure your tomorrow starting today. Whether you're hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's also has daily lunch specials with the lunch buffet on Wednesdays. Make sure you leave room for dessert, though, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
And welcome back out again here to Pattonsburg as we get ready to start the top half of the second inning. It will be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters that are going to be coming up for the Lady Warriors. It'll be Marley Hansel, McKenna Moffitt, and Caitlin Bunker.
Well, both teams went down 1-2-3 there in the first inning, and we'll see here what the middle of the order here can do for the Warriors.
Estes was able to get a line out, a strikeout, and then a pop out in foul territory here in her first inning of work. Now she'll take on the sophomore shortstop, Marley Hansel. First pitch is looked at for strike one. Estes looks into her catcher Goebel for the pitch, has the one she wants, now quickly brings home the 0-1. Off-speed pitch, falls just short of home plate for ball one as the count evens up 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, it took a lot off of that one. Had Hansel leaning out over the plate, but she was able to lay off of it.
1-1 pitch, going to be popped up, foul territory, first base side, going to get out of play as it hits off the Pattonsburg dugout down the first base line. Count now moves 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hansel will dig back in, sets up towards the back of the batter's box as this one's going to come in and hit her. And she will take first base, and Hansel will be the first base runner of the day by either team as she gets hit by the pitch.
Yeah, after an inning like the first inning where both teams go down 1-2-3, you'll take a base runner any way you can get one.
That'll bring up now the opposing pitcher, McKenna Moffitt, to bat. Moffitt went 0 for 4 in that game against Stanberry on Tuesday. Hit a lot of balls foul down that third base side and left field as the first pitch is going to be upstairs for ball one. See if she can get her swing corrected a little bit here in today's game. And the 1-0 pitch. Looked at for ball two. Don't know if the Warriors will test the arm of Goebel behind the plate. A junior catcher. Was not the catcher last year for Pattonsburg, but definitely very athletic back there and does have an arm, as this one going to be upstairs for ball three. Now a 3-0 count to Moffitt. Estes looks in, brings home the 3-0 pitch. And it's going to be inside, a 4-pitch walk here to McKenna Moffitt. And Estes, who put the Warriors down 1-2-3 in the first, is now giving up a hit by pitch and walk to the first two batters here in the second as it brings up the designated player, Caitlin Bunker, to bat.
Yeah, she's lost her command just a little bit here in the second inning, and wouldn't be surprised after several sacrifice attempts Tuesday night to see Bunker try and lay one down here. But you got to remember, she's been all over the zone. So,
and this one's going to come in and hit her, and bases are now loaded after 2 hit-by pitches and a walk here in this second inning. And catcher Goebel going to come out and have a quick word with her pitcher Estes here, kind of settle her down, as the sophomore center fielder Kennedy Epperly will come up to bat.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity here for the Warriors. If you're Epperly, the thing that you don't want to do is strike out. You just want to put the ball in play, preferably in a gap somewhere, but you definitely do not want to strike out because it's just a complete waste, and then a double play can end the inning and when you haven't scored a run.
So Epperly will bat, bases loaded, nobody out here in the top half of the second inning, still scoreless here in Pattonsburg. Pitch home from Estes is swung on and missed for strike one.
Yeah, a little bit late on the swing there. Going to speed that up a little bit.
The 0-1 to Epperly. Upstairs, bounces away from Goebel, but not far enough for Hansel to try and test it to come home. As the count evens up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded here for Epperly. 1-1 from Estes. Upstairs, ball 2. On deck would be the third baseman, Whitney Sturkis. As the 2-1 pitch home is going to be tipped back foul. Count evens up at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
A little underneath that one. Just got got a piece of it, fouls it straight back into the fence, and now got to protect here with 2 strikes.
Estes brings home the 2-2, and it's going to come in and hit the helmet here of Kennedy Epperly. And it's one way to bring in a run, but Warriors take the early lead. Epperly seems to be okay as she walks to first. That's a dangerous pitch, though, inside there.
Yeah, kind of rubbing out the back of her shoulder there. I think that ball probably got a little bit of helmet, but I don't think it got all helmet. Going to make sure she's all right.
Says she's fine, so bases remain loaded here with nobody out. Lady Warriors lead now 1-0 as the sophomore third baseman Whitney Sturkis digs in. First pitch goes to the backstop. Coming home is Moffitt. She will score, and both runners will advance. And the Lady Warriors now lead by a score of 2-0.
Yeah, and Estes has completely lost the strike zone here. She's got to find a way to get her command back.
3 hit batters and a walk so far here in this inning, after putting down the Warriors 1-2-3 in the first. 1-0 going to be a grounder to third. Safe at home there is Bunker without a force play. Throw to third. Epperly will come around to score. And it is now a 4-0 lead here for the Warriors. I said the third baseman Wiegand threw home. Goebel stepped on home thinking that there was still a runner on first and it was an out, but throw over to third, and it ends up now being a 4-0 Warrior lead with a runner on second base.
Yeah, it just goes back to knowing the situation. You got to know how many outs there are, how many where the runners are at on base, and started off as kind of a bad play for the Warriors. Bunker kind of got caught in between, so she kind of had to go. I'm not quite sure she was going to be able to dive back in time, so she just had to go. They had her dead to rights, and no tag came, and so she slides in safely, and then another error on the throw to third, and the Warriors in a flash here are up 4-0.
And still without a hit, as it brings up now the number 9 hitter, Izzy Manville, to bat. First baseman will bat here. Still nobody out. Runner on second base. Her team now, though, leads 4-0. Pitch inside for ball 1. So again, Sturkis got on base due to the fielder's choice. 2 runs score. No RBIs, though, awarded to Sturkis. And the 1-0 pitch to Manville. Inside, ball 2. As Estes really having some trouble here in this second inning after a fairly easy first inning. The 2-0 from Estes is looked at for strike 1. Count moves 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, when you have a pitcher like this who's really struggling to get in the zone, you got to be patient up there. You might think about just taking until you get a called strike, but you definitely don't want to try and force things and chase out of the zone.
2-1 pitch is going to be tipped back foul for strike 2. Count evens up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, Sturkis on second base with just 1 out. Albany leading now here 4-0 in this top half of the second inning. Pitch home from Estes is going to hit Manville. That is the 4th hit batter here of this inning.
Now you're seeing just a little bit of frustration on the face of Estes. Kind of look to the side there. You can just tell frustration starting to creep in a little bit as she just can't quite find her command here, and top of the order back up for the Warriors.
Brings up Maddox Epperly, who lined out to the third baseman, Wiegand, in her first plate appearance. First pitch is looked at for strike 1. So it's Sturkis on second, Manville on first. Still nobody out here in the inning. And this one going to be hit back to the pitcher, Estes. Looked at third, no play there. They do end up getting Epperly out at first. But both runners will advance to third and second. So a productive out there by Maddox Epperly for the first out of the inning. Brings up now Alexis Sider, the lone strikeout victim so far by Estes. As Sider, the 8th Lady Warrior to bat here this inning. Shows bunt. Ball comes inside. Sider has to jump out of the way to avoid being the 5th hit by pitch victim in this inning. Now the 1-0 home from Estes. It is going to be a grounder towards the second baseman, McCreary. And Whitney Sturkis will come in to score off the RBI ground out. As it's now a 5-0 Albany lead. Manville moves up to third, and Hilliard, the ninth batter here to bat this inning, comes up to bat with 2 outs. And still a runner on third base. This one hit hard right at the shortstop. Miller picks it up, throw to first in time. Out number 3, but not before the Lady Warriors can put up 5 runs with no hits in the inning. We'll be back with the bottom half of the second when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They are prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
Sublime Formal Wear is your homecoming, prom, and special occasion dress destination. Drop in Saturday 10 to 1 to browse their selection of short dresses or schedule a formal gown appointment for an unforgettable session tailored just for you. Sublime Formal Wear has hundreds of dresses in stock. Check out their Facebook page weekly for additional open hours. They are located at 115 South Polk on the west side of the square in Albany. Drop in, find them on Facebook, visit SublimeFlamingoboutique.com, or call 660-851-1122 to start your journey to your perfect dress.
And welcome back out again here to Pattonsburg as we get ready to start the bottom half of the second inning. The top half of the first, Albany went down 1-2-3, then scored 5 runs in the second. Albany was able to put down Pattonsburg in the bottom of the first 1-2-3. We'll see what Pattonsburg's offense can do here in the bottom half of the second inning.
Yeah, of course, they're hoping for another quick 1-2-3 inning. Anytime you have which they didn't really get the bats rattling in the last one, but anytime you put a lot of runs up on the board, you just want to get back in the dugout and get back to hitting.
It'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, Vanessa Weigen, Claire Christensen, and Carly Pitzenbarger that will bat here for the Lady Panthers. And the first pitch home here from Moffitt is going to be just outside for ball 1. And now the 1-0 pitch is going to be hit back up the middle into center field, and it will be the first base hit of the ball game by either team. As that first hit goes to Vanessa Weigen, and a single right back up the middle brings up now the right fielder Claire Christensen to bat.
Yeah, she did a nice job. Got a pitch over the middle of the plate and just took it right back up the middle, right where it came from. And Pattonsburg now trying to get some offense of their own going.
Showing bunt, can't get it down. Throw down to second. And Kennedy Epperly from center kind of got to the bag a little late there as stealing second base is Vanessa Weigand. It's a 1-0 count here to Christensen. 1-0 pitch. Looked at, strike one, count evens up 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1 home from Moffitt is going to be tipped foul for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, runner on second base, nobody out here in the bottom half of the second. Albany leading 5-0. Pitch from Moffitt. Upstairs, ball 2, count evens up 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch home is going to be just outside. Ball 3 as the count moves full here to the freshman right fielder Christensen. And this one tipped back, keeps the at-bat alive as the count remains full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2 from Moffitt. Again, going to be tipped back. Foul.
Christensen staying alive here, proving to be a tough out here. Has worked the count full and now has fouled off the last 2 pitches. She's not going down easy.
Again, the pitch home from Moffitt. Off speed this time, stays high. Ball 4, and Christensen was waiting to stay in to try and get ahead, but she will end up taking the walk to first, as that's the first walk of the season issued by McKenna Moffitt.
Yeah, I think she wanted the call there. You could see her kind of pause for a minute, but for a second just a little bit too high.
And the first pitch here into the left fielder, Carly Pitzenbarger, is going to be low for ball 1.
Now the Warriors in a little bit of a jam here. 2 runners on and nobody out.
1-0 pitch. He is going to be fouled off down the first base side for strike 1. Count evens up 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Runners on second and first here for Pattonsburg. They trail 5-0 here in the bottom of the second. And this pitch is going to be swung on a miss by Pitzenbarger, as she was well behind the pitch that time by Moffitt. And now the 1-2 pitch home. Off speed, leaves it again upstairs for ball 2. Moffitt really had the off-speed pitch working against Stanberry on Tuesday. So far here today, just kind of leaving it a little up. As the 2-2 home. Low, ball 3 as the count now moves full yet again.
Yeah, she's also having a hard time finishing hitters off. We saw early in the game against Stanberry, she had six strikeouts in 3 innings. And here in this one, not able to finish those hitters off.
3-2 pitch. Just outside, ball 4. And that's the second walk issued here by Moffitt, as now bases loaded, nobody out here for Pattonsburg. As it brings up now the freshman second baseman, Emsley McCreary. First pitch by Moffitt is going to be fouled off down the third base side for strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Bases loaded for Pattonsburg. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Pitch home from Moffitt to McCreary. Again, going to be fouled off. Foul down the third base side, just over the dugout of the Albany Warriors down that third base line.
Now Moffitt's ahead here 0-2. You got to try and finish this batter off. Get a strikeout. Keep the runners where they're at.
This one going to be hitting to right field. Hogue comes in, makes the catch, and tagging up at third was Wygand, and waiting to see if that ball was going to drop or not. So nobody scores as the Warriors get the first out here of the inning on a fly out to right field, as it brings up now the center fielder, Rosalind Cameron.
A nice job by Hogue to make the catch and then get it in quick. They had a chance for an out at first, but couldn't quite get it. But either way, the runners stay where they're at.
First pitch misses for ball 1. One 0 home from Moffitt. Looked at for strike 1. Count evens up 1 ball, 1 strike. Cameron hits here from the left side. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 2. And bases loaded, 1 out now here for Pattonsburg. Both the third baseman Sturkis and first baseman Manville, along with second baseman Sider, play in, as this one going to be low for ball 2 as the count evens up 2 balls, 2 strikes. So a little blooper could fall just over the head of any of the infielders. 2-2 pitch, low, ball 3. Count moves full here to Cameron. Moffitt already walked 2 this inning.
Yeah, this is a big pitch for you. You don't want to walk in a run.
The 3-2 home. Swung on a miss, strike 3, first punch out of the day by McKenna Moffitt.
Yeah, that's a big strikeout. The Warriors got that out number 1. Now with that strikeout, out number 2, they can go anywhere they want for out number 3 and get out of this inning unscathed.
Brings up the shortstop, Cheyenne Miller. First pitch to the sophomore is going to be just outside for ball one. Miller, the number 9 hitter in this Pattonsburg lineup. 1-0 pitch home from Moffitt. Hit towards the second baseman, Sider. Throw to first in time. Warriors get Pattonsburg to strand the bases loaded without giving up a run in the second. We go to the third. Albany leads 5-0 when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Want to relive some of Albany TV's greatest moments?
The full court shot.
And he makes it! Oh my goodness, he makes it!
His shot at the buzzer.
Banks in!
Catch it online. Albany TV's YouTube page has almost every ball game from 2018 till today right at your fingertips. Watch classic broadcasts, cheer on your favorite teams, and share the memories with family and friends. Subscribe now to Albany TV-Mo on YouTube and relive the game. The Albany Booster Club is a group of people who come together to make a better experience for the Albany R3 students. They try to help students in any way possible, whether it be on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the track, on the stage, or in the classroom. The Albany Booster Club, helping every Albany R3 student succeed in their field. The Albany Booster Club, joining together for the better of the Albany students.
In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small-town roots with a big-town feel.
And welcome back out to Pattonsburg as we get ready to start the top half of the third inning. It will be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters yet again for the Warriors. Marley Hansel, McKenna Moffitt, Caitlin Bunker. First pitch to Hansel is going to be grounded down the third base side, but foul for strike one.
Well, it was a hit by pitch by Marley Hansel that got the last inning started here for the Warriors, and first one there just fouls it off as that one was picked up just in foul territory.
And the 0-1 pitch up coming from Estes to Hansel is going to miss for ball one. Count evens up, 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. Nobody out, nobody on here in the third. This one upstairs for ball 2 as Estes again looking like she's having some trouble finding the strike zone. The 2-1 home from Estes. Inside, ball 3. So 3 balls and a strike here to Hansel. Again, she led off last inning with hit by pitch and scored the first run of the game on what also ended up being a hit by pitch against Kennedy Epperly, as this one looked at for strike 2 as the count now moves full.
Yeah, this is a big pitch for Estes, too. You don't want to start this inning off with a walk. Preferably, you'd like to have a quick inning, get some of that confidence back.
3-2 pitch home is looked at as Hansel goes down looking for out number 1, second punch out of the day here for Estes. Brings up now the opposing pitcher, McKenna Moffitt, who walked and later scored last inning.
Yeah, with the struggles Estes is having, you want to be patient, but you don't want to be too patient there, and I think that's kind of what that was from Hansel there. You don't want to watch the last 2 strikes go by.
First pitch to Moffitt going to be low and inside for ball 1. Now Estes will bring home the 1-0. And it'll be tipped foul for strike 1 by Moffitt as the count evens up at 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here to McKenna Moffitt. Lady Warriors lead 5-0 here in the top half of the third inning in this GRC West Conference matchup. The 1-1 from Estes is going to be hit hard over the shortstop Cheyenne Miller's head. It's going to get past the left fielder Pitzenbarger, and McKenna Moffitt is going to have a stand-up double here for the Warriors, their first hit of the ball game.
Yeah, it's a really nice hit by Moffitt. Squared that one up nicely. The Warriors' best hit of the game, and it's a welcome sight after it really seemed like she was struggling there in that last game. Just everything was just a weak, lazy pop fly right on the left foul line. That time she gave that one a ride, and the Warriors' first base hit of the game.
That'll bring up the designated player, Caitlin Bunker, hit by a pitch and scored last inning. She comes up to bat with one out and a runner on second. Pitch inside for ball one. Estes looks in. Now brings home the 1-0 pitch. Upstairs, ball two. So 2-0 count to Bunker here. Top half of the third inning, Albany leading 5-0. And the pitch home from Estes to Bunker is looked at for strike one. Count moves, 2 balls and a strike. Lights now on here at the ball field in Pattonsburg, not yet quite taking effect. As the 2-1 pitch. Inside, ball 3. Count moves, 3 balls and a strike. And now the 3-1 home from Estes is going to be hit hard into center field and over the glove of Rosalind Cameron. It'll go to the fence. Moffitt will score from second. Bunker on her way around second. And she is going to be in, standing up at third, gets away, but is going to stay at third as it was kept in play just barely by the fence in front of the Albany dugout, as it's an RBI triple here by Caitlin Bunker.
Well, despite the large lead, the Warrior bats had kind of gone quiet in this game, and now the last 2 batters done a really nice job of getting a pitch they can hit and driving it into the outfield grass. And it was a double by Moffitt and now a triple by Bunker.
Now to bring up Kennedy Epperly. She was hit in the shoulder head area in her first plate appearance. This time shows bunt and tips it back off the mask of the home plate umpire for strike one.
Yeah, umpires have a lot of protective gear, but it still doesn't feel very good when you take one off the shoulder like that.
And even with, they do have a mask, but there's nothing protecting the top of their head or the back of their head. And sometimes when they duck away, they kind of get rid of the protective part that they have.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, is only something most people would do. If the ball's coming at you, you're going to duck and try and move your face out of the way. But
yeah, I know that very well. Even at the field in Albany behind a fence, I flinch every time.
0-1 count here to Kennedy Epperly with a runner on third and 1 out. Jaden Goebel did a good job going out talking to her pitcher to let the home plate umpire to shake the cobwebs loose, as this one going to be upstairs for ball 1. Count evens up 1 ball, 1 strike. Always a good little thing with the catcher and home plate umpire. One of them gets hit in the mask. The other one does something to kind of let them shake things loose. 1-1 pitch home is going to be tipped back foul for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Kennedy Epperly. Warriors lead 6-0 with 1 out and a runner on third in the top of the third inning. This one going to be tipped back foul, out of play. Count will remain at 1 ball, 2 strikes. And now the 1-2 home from Estes. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 as Epperly goes down swinging. It's the third punch out of the day here by Estes, second here this inning. As it brings up now the sophomore third baseman Whitney Sturkis. She got on base due to a fielder's choice and later came around to score last inning. First pitch home from Estes is going to be inside, ball 1. And Bunker on third here for the Warriors, just as she was last time Sturkis came up to bat. Came in to score on the fielder's choice. 1-0 pitch is going to be tipped foul down the third base side for strike 1.
And the Warriors have already plated one run across here in this inning, but with the runner on third, they would love to get Bunker across here, so really hoping for a base hit here with 2 outs from Sturkis.
The 1-1 home. Going to be grounded down the third base side, foul, as the count moves to 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third. Warriors trying to extend their 6-0 lead here in the top half of the third inning. Pitch home from Estes to Sturkis. Going to be popped up down the left field line, but just going to get foul. And the count will remain at 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, it's one of those where, yeah, if you're a Warrior, you kind of try and lean it over into fair territory, but it didn't quite work as it lands just a few feet in foul territory.
And now the 1-2 from Estes. Leaves it upstairs for ball 2.
You know, a major off-speed pitch there, and that's one you can't give up on too early, as that one did have some late drop to it, but stayed just high of the zone.
2-2 pitch from Estes. Again, going to be upstairs as the count now moves full. And Estes will bring in the full count pitch to Sturkis. Inside, ball 4, second walk of the day issued here by Estes, as runners now on the corners for the number 9 hitter, Izzy Manville, who was hit by a pitch last inning and was stranded at third base. Expect Sturkis to take off here with this first pitch. Pitch low. Sturkis does take second without a throw. So now 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. The 1-0 pitch from Estes to Manville is going to be popped foul, out of play down the first base side. Almost a really nice play by a fan, but just missed it as the count evens up at 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 home. Bounces in the dirt, ball 2. Two-one count to Manville with runners on third and second, and Bunker and Sturkis. Pitch upstairs. Count moves 3 balls and a strike.
Yeah, it's really been a theme pretty much since the first inning. Well, pretty much since the second inning. Estes has just been all over the place here.
And the 3-1 home from Estes. Swung on and missed by Manville as the count moves full.
Yeah, big pitch upcoming here for Estes. Really needs to get out of this inning, keeping this inning at 1 run. Don't want this to get too out of hand.
Especially with the top of the order on deck. This one low, ball 4, and the top of the order will come up to bat here with the bases loaded. As it'll be Maddox Epperling, already 0 for 2 though on the day. She is lined out to third and grounded out to the pitcher in her 2 plate appearances. She comes up with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the top half of the third. Her team leading 6-0. First pitch is going to be outside, ball 1.
Yeah, she started off 0 for 2, but a base hit here in the gap can quickly change
how you feel about the day.
Exactly.
And the 1-0 home from Estes. Tip back out of play, foul for strike 1. Count evens up a 1 ball, 1 strike.
And Maddox just a little bit slow to start the wind up there on the swing. Just everything is kind of behind from the very get-go.
The 1-1 pitch upcoming here from Estes. Again, going to be tipped back, foul for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes here to Maddox Epperly. 2 outs here in the inning with the bases loaded. Bunker at third, Sturkis at second, Manville at first. The pitch to Maddox is going to be low for ball 2 as the count evens up 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 home is going to be hit right back at the pitcher. Estes throw to first in time for out number 3. And the Warriors this time will strand 3 runners on base to end the third, but they do pick up an extra run. They lead 6-0 as we go to the bottom half of the third inning when we come back in a moment on Albany TV.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpless smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Home Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Home Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust.
And welcome back out again here to Pattonsburg as we get ready to start the bottom half of the third inning. It's a 6-0 lead in favor of the Lady Warriors. It'll be the top of the order coming up here for Pattonsburg. It'll be Jaden Goebel, Izzy Berger, and Caitlin Estes.
Well, the Warriors loaded the bases last inning with nobody out, but they were able to escape trouble, get out of it without surrendering a run. They would, of course, love to make things a little bit easier on themselves here, especially at the top of the order coming up.
Goebel comes up to bat 0 for 1 on the day. She grounded out to third in her first plate appearance. First pitch here from Moffitt to Goebel is tipped back foul for strike 1. Warriors able to plate 5 in the second. Get an insurance run in the third as they lead here now 6-0. The 0-1 pitch home from Moffitt is going to be hit and just over the glove of the third baseman Whitney Sturkis into left field. And Goebel gets a single to lead things off here in the third.
Well, it would have been a heck of a catch on a really hard line drive there by Sturkis, but just couldn't quite get her glove up high enough to snag that one, and it's a leadoff single for the Panthers.
Brings up the first baseman Izzy Berger to bat. 0 for 1 on the day with a fly out to right field in her first plate appearance. She'll bat with a runner on first and nobody out here in the bottom half of the third. Her team trails by a score of 6-0. First pitch home is going to be hit back to Moffitt. Throw to second. They get the runner at second, and that's it. As Goebel out at second on the fielder's choice.
I wasn't sure where Moffitt was going to go with that one. She ends up going to second base, and nice job by Hansel to make sure that she got that foot on second base before she didn't even attempt to throw, but just making sure she got that down. That took all chance of getting the out at first away, but you had to be sure to get the one at second.
That'll bring up Caitlin Estes. She grounded out to short her first plate appearance. This one looked at. Hilliard fakes the throw over to first as Berger gets back in safely. 1-0 count here to Caitlin Estes. Pitch from Moffitt. Pops this one up. Foul territory. First base side gets out of play as the count evens up at 1 ball, 1 strike. And now the 1-1 home here from Moffitt to Estes. Swung on and missed. Strike 2 as Moffitt had Estes out in front of the off speed. And the 1-2 pitch home. Grounder to Sturkis at third. Throw to second. They get one. Throw to first. That's all they'll get as the ball gets away from Manville. But they do get one on the fielder's choice. That time a 5-4 put out. Brings up now Vanessa Wigan to bat.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty difficult to turn two in softball. The bases are just so close together. It's basically got to be scorched in the infield for you to have much of a chance.
Weigand singled back in the second inning to lead off that inning. Now Bats with a runner on first and 2 outs. Pitch looked at for strike one. Weigand also stranded last inning at third base. 0-1 upstairs, ball one. Count evens up, 1 ball, 1 strike. One home. Tip back foul. Count moves 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, home to Weigand. With a runner on first, 2 outs. Pitch from Moffitt upstairs. Count evens up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Warriors trying to keep this shutout intact here through 3 innings. As the pitch home to Weigand. Is going to be hit hard right field. Hogue at the edge of the grass puts it away for out number 3. And we go to the 4th with Albany leading 6-0 when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
And welcome back out to Pattonsburg as we get ready to start the top half of the 4th inning. It's a 6-0 Warrior lead. It'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters that'll be coming up for the Warriors. It'll be Alexis Sider, Jaden Hilliard, and Marley Hansel.
Well, the Warriors pretty firmly in control of this one here in the middle innings. If you're Pattonsburg, you got to work really hard to keep this at a 6-run ball game, and then you could try and chip away each time you're at the plate. But the important thing is to keep it at 6 runs. It doesn't do you any good if you score a run or two, but every time Albany's at the plate, they're scoring a run or two as well. So got to keep them off the board or off the scoreboard.
You're right in saying off the board.
Well, that's it, off the boards.
That's a little early for basketball season.
Not quite the right sport.
So to bring up Alexis Sider, 0 for 1 on the day, as this one inside almost hits her for ball 1. Sider struck out and has an RBI sacrifice ground out to her credit so far. The 1-0 pitch upstairs, ball 2. Estes had some struggle finding the zone since that first inning where she put down the Warriors 1-2-3. This one down the third base line, just going to roll foul before it's picked up by the third baseman Weigand for strike 1 as the count moves to 2 balls and a strike. And the 2-1 home to Sider. Swung on and missed. Strike 2 as that one seemed like it kind of tied her up a bit.
Yeah, it seemed like she kind of got tied up and decided late to kind of swing, kind of a half-hearted attempt there at that one. She had no chance of making contact with that one.
2-2 from Estes, off speed. Bounces in the dirt before it crosses home plate for ball 3 as the count moves full. And the 3-2 home from Estes to Sider is going to be fouled off down the third base side. Will stay 3 balls, 2 strikes. Don't forget, Albany Warriors back in action here on Albany TV tomorrow night as The Warriors will travel to Burlington Junction for football as the 3-2 pitch upstairs for ball 4.
I just want to say about the
fourth walk.
About the football game tomorrow, there's no reason to not watch Albany TV. There's nothing else going on. There's no excuse to not be tuned in to Albany TV tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, there's no other games going on, nothing out of the country.
No.
And besides, would you rather watch Facebook or YouTube?
That's right.
By the way, don't forget to check out the Albany TV YouTube page. As this one going to be inside. Hilliard did get down the bunt. Sturkis wasn't quite certain, or Sider wasn't quite certain if it was fouled or not. It was not.
Yeah, you just gotta go until an umpire tells you to go back to first base, and Sider almost got in a little bit of trouble right there, but luckily for her, she was able to get to second base safely.
So Sider at second, 0-1 count there to Hilliard. We were, by the way, joking about the team from Kansas City that plays football. As this one's going to be hit out to right center field, and center fielder Cameron will catch it. Sider tags up from second and will move over to third with 1 out. As it will bring up now the shortstop Marley Hansel. 0 for 1 on the day. Hit by a pitch, scored a run, and struck out looking in her 2 plate appearances. She'll bat with a runner on third and 1 out. But again, Warriors will be on the road, Burlington Junction, taking on a ranked now Nottoway Valley football team. As this one from Hansel hits off the light pole, which saves a couple of fans here in the stands from maybe getting hit by that one. That one hits off the foul pole and comes back into play for strike 1. We'll start pregame tomorrow night for that game about 6:30. As the 0-1 pitch upstairs above the letters for ball 1. And also a big shout-out to the Pattonsburg Panthers last week. Coming away with a win over Platte Valley at home. They will be on the road at Mound City. We'll try and give you updates of that game as well tomorrow night on Albany TV as this one outside for ball 2. Nice little rematch game of 2 teams that were really good back in 2019.
Yeah, that's right.
And the 2-1 pitch. Low for ball 3. It's one of the Pattonsburg Mound City game and Albany Nottoway Valley game are one of the few games in the GRC 275 matchup that are both undefeated. 3-1 pitch is going to be popped up first base side and is going to be just foul. Just hits on the right side of that line down the first base side for strike 2, as it was going to almost look like it was going to be a little blooper over the sophomore Izzy Berger's head.
Yeah, well, of course, we don't have a great angle, but off the bat, I thought there was no chance that was going to be a fair ball. But, man, that was like maybe a foot in foul territory, maybe.
Now the 3-2 home from Estes to Hansel. It is going to be tipped foul. Count remain 3 balls, 2 strikes. And again tonight, following the conclusion of this game, maybe about an hour or 2 later, check out the Albany TV YouTube page. We'll have this game up there, and we'll try and get the football game up tomorrow night as well. It depends on how quick we can get back from Burlington Junction. 3-2 pitch upstairs, ball 4. Puts runners now on the corners here for the Warriors with 1 out and brings up McKenna Moffitt. She is 1 for 1 of the day with a walk, a double, and 2 runs scored to help herself out defensively today.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Hansel going with the first pitch here with the runner on third base.
Shows bunt, can't get it down, but Hansel will take second, and not even somebody attempting to try and cover at second base, so no throw from Goebel as the count moves 1-0 here to McKenna Moffitt. So 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out for the Warriors. Pitch to Moffitt, inside, ball 2. Albany leads 6-0 here in this top half of the 4th inning over Pattonsburg. Pitch upstairs. Moffitt thought about swinging, held off. As the count moves 3-0. On deck would be Caitlin Bunker, already an RBI triple to her day. And this one goes all the way to backstop. Sider going to try and score. And Goebel beats her to home. But McKenna Moffitt, with nobody covering second, will take second base off the walk. So 2 outs now here in the inning, as Moffitt and Hansel now sit at third and second with 2 outs. And Caitlin Bunker will come up to bat.
I think it's possible Goebel maybe got a spike maybe to the side. His Sider kind of had a little bit of a jump there, kind of jumped into the slide there, and she's kind of trying to walk it off. Those plays where the catcher beats the runner to the plate are always a little bit dangerous, as a collision is very easy to have happen.
So that'll bring up Caitlin Bunker, 1 for 1 on the day, hit by a pitch, RBI triple, 1 run scored on the day. First pitch looked at, strike 1. Again, Albany still with runners on third and second now with 2 outs after that play at home. And Moffitt took second on the walk. Pitch low in the dirt for ball 1 count, evens up 1 ball, 1 strike. Estes looks in, brings home the 1-1. Inside, ball 2. Sorry, 2-1. Two-one pitch upcoming from Estes to Bunker. Bunker fouls this one off down the first base side, kind of went chasing at 1 high that time. And the count evens up 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kind of tomahawked it on that first base side foul. And the 2-2 from Estes. Bounces low in the dirt. Count now moves full. Full count here to Bunker. Warriors stranded, the bases loaded last inning. They've got runners now on second and third this inning. Pitch home. Bunker again. Tomahawks won this one to short. Throw to first in time from Miller to Berger for out number 3, and the Warriors will strand runners on third and second. They don't score a run in the fourth, but they still lead 6-0 as we head to the bottom half of the fourth when we come back in a moment.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agents and Phillips in Albany for a free personal protection review.
In life, as in football, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance. Someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy.
To get started, contact Nick Smith, a financial advisor with Prudential, at 660-726-3396.
Welcome back out again here to Pattonsburg as we get ready to start the bottom half of the fourth inning. Albany leads here 6-0. It will be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters coming up for Pattonsburg. Claire Christensen, Carly Pitzenbarger, and Emsley McCrary.
Well, Pattonsburg's going to have to, sooner or later, start putting some runs on the board.
This one hit right back to the pitcher. Moffitt throw to first in time. A quick, easy out, number 1.
Like I was saying, you don't want to save it all for the last 1 or 2 innings, especially because you've got quite a bit of ground to make up with 6 runs. But not the start they wanted here in this bottom half of the fourth inning with a quick out, number 1.
That'll bring up Carly Pitzenbarger. She walked in her first plate appearance. This one hit towards the second baseman, Sider. And 2 pitches, 2 quick, easy ground outs here for the Lady Warriors. Hazel to bring up now the second baseman, Emsley McCrary. She's 0 for 1 as she flew out to right field in her first plate appearance. Expect her maybe watch a pitch here. As I say that, she fouls it off, and almost a 3-pitch inning as that one just bounced foul into the left-handed batter's box.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been any more. That doesn't get any more efficient than that. Three pitches and 3 outs, and the Warriors were pretty close right there, but not to be.
McCrary does hit here from the left side for the Lady Panthers. Has the 0-1 pitch. Hit to Sturkis, throw to first base. In time. Just an extra pitch is all it took. 4 pitches that time for the Warriors as they set down Pattonsburg in order. 1, 2, 3 in the fourth. We go back to the fifth when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Kathy Sneed at Acres of Hope LLC in Albany, Missouri provides compassionate counseling and therapy to help you navigate life's challenges. Kathy specializes in trauma and PTSD, child and behavioral issues. Call Kathy at Acres of Hope at 660-285-4844. That's 660-285-4844. Acres of Hope LLC, because every journey deserves hope. Hungry for real mouth-watering barbecue? Head on over to B&B Barbecue in Albany. From tender pulled pork and juicy brisket to ribs that fall right off the bone, every plate is packed with flavor you'll come back for again and again. And don't forget to try their amazing loaded fries, piled high with your favorite meat. They're a meal within themselves. Whether you're grabbing lunch with friends, taking dinner home for the family, or catering your next big event, B&B Barbecue has you covered. So skip the ordinary, taste the tradition at B&B Barbecue in Albany. Brighten any day with the Briar Patch in Albany, Missouri. From fresh flower bouquets and custom arrangements to charming home decor and unique gifts, the Briar Patch is something special for every occasion. Whether it's birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, or just because, the Briar Patch's friendly team makes it easy to find the perfect way to show you care. Stop by the Briar Patch in Albany, your hometown flower and gift shop, where small town charm blooms every day.
And welcome back out again here to Pattonsburg as we get ready to start the top half of the fifth inning. It will be the 7, 8, 9 hitter, starting with Kennedy Epperly. First pitch is looked at for ball 1. Epperly 0 for 1 on the day, hit by a pitch and scored and struck out in her other plate appearance. 1-0 pitch, low, ball 2. Albany leading 6-0 here in this top half of the fifth inning. The 2-0 from Estes. Misses ball 3. And already in the hole here to start out the top half of the fifth against Kennedy Epperly, the sophomore center fielder here for the Lady Warriors. 3-0 home. Looked at all the way for strike 1. Epperly had the take sign on the 3-0. 3-1 pitch is going to be a little grounder back to the pitcher Estes. Throw to first in time. Out number 1. As it'll bring up now the third baseman Whitney Sturkis to bat. 0 for 1 on the day. Got on base due to fielder's choice. Walked. Scored a run. And was stranded at second base.
It's been a better day in the field for Sturkis here in this one. Ended that last half inning with actually a pretty nice play.
This one bounces in the dirt for ball 1.
Moved to her left and snagged a hard grounder and made a nice throw over to first. So that's good to see because it really was kind of a struggle for her on Tuesday.
1-0 pitch home from Estes. Inside, ball 2. Now the 2-0 home from Estes to Sturkis is going to be fouled off down the third base side for strike 1. Count moves 2 balls and a strike. And we kind of mentioned it at the beginning of the broadcast during the BTC Bank pregame with Sturkis not playing last year, Manville not playing for the last 2 years, Hogue as well not playing last year. They're almost kind of like freshmen. It's kind of how you have to look at them. As this one hit over the head of the shortstop Miller into left field, and it's going to drop for a 1-out single. Ball gets away, and Sturkis Smart base running, seeing the second baseman McCrary run after it. She'll take second base, but nobody covering.
Yeah, she took a good hard turn to at first base and was looking at that ball all the way. And the minute she saw an opportunity to take second, she took it. And that's the kind of base running that good teams do. They are always looking to take that extra base.
That'll bring up now the junior first baseman, Izzy Manville. No official at bat, hit by a pitch and walked in her 2 plate appearances so far. This one going to be hit foul down the first base side for strike 1. Warriors again threatening with a runner in scoring position here in the 6th inning. They left the bases loaded in the 3rd, left 2 runners in scoring position in the 4th. 0-1 pitch to Manville is going to be hit underneath the glove of the second baseman McCrary. And coming around to score is Whitney Sturkis to make this a 7-0 Warrior lead.
Yeah, it's something that you hear all the time as a kid. Get your glove dirty. You got to get that glove all the way down to the ground. And didn't happen there, and ball just goes right underneath the glove into the outfield grass, and the Warriors score another one.
That'll bring up now the leadoff hitter in this Lady Warrior lineup, the sophomore left fielder Maddox Epperly, 0 for 3 on the day, 2 ground outs back to the pitcher and a line out to third. First pitch is going to miss upstairs for ball 1. Home plate umpire going to call time, clean off home plate here. After Sturkis knocked some dirt on home plate as she scored. And the 1-0 looked at for strike 1. Count evens up 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Maddox Epperly. Runner on first is Izzy Manville with 1 out. 1-1 going to be fouled off out of play down the third base side. Warriors lead here in the top half of the 5th inning, 7-0. And now the 1-2 pitch upcoming here to Maddox Epperly. Is going to be hit in the left field, and there is the left fielder, Carly Pitzenbarger, to put it away for out number 2.
Yeah, nice read off the ball there by Pitzenbarger, and that one just hung up in the air long enough for her to come in underneath it and make a nice grab for out number 2 as Panthers trying to get out of this one and keep it a 7-run lead for the Warriors.
Brings up Alexis Sider. Struck out, got on base due to walk, and has an RBI sacrifice ground out so far on the day. First pitch you'll see is going to be popped up out of play down the third base side, foul. Since the Warriors went down 1-2-3 in the first, the least amount of batters that they have brought to the plate is 5. As this one hit by Sider is going to get down in right center field. Manville on her horse around third. She's going to be sent home. Sider had to momentarily stop at second. She'll arrive with a stand-up RBI triple.
Well, nice hit there by Sider. We always talk about it. You always want to find a gap, and that's exactly what she did. Split the center fielder and right fielder and was able to trot into third base standing up.
That'll bring up now Jaden Hilliard to bat. She is 0 for 3 on the day. Popped out to first in foul territory, ground out to short, and a fly out to center field. She'll bat with a runner on third and 2 outs. This one going to be hit up into left center field. And the center fielder, Rosalind Cameron, will call off the left fielder, Pitzenbarger, to put it away for out number 3, but not before the Warriors can score 2 more runs. They lead 8-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
East Fork Lodge in Albany, Missouri is pleased to announce the opening of its new rec center. It has 2 spacious suites, each equipped with 2 queen beds, a pull-out sofa, kitchenette, microwave, fridge, and dining area. Guests have access to half-court basketball, pickleball, workout facilities, and a game room offering billiards, ping pong, air hockey, foosball, and shuffleboard. For details on the rec center, lodging, or the Legacy Event Center wedding venue, contact bookings at eastforklodge.com or visit our website at www.eastforklodge.com.
Looking for something fun and trendy? How about something to wear to cheer on your Warriors or the Chiefs? JC Designs in Albany has it all. JC Designs in Albany has something for you to wear to work, to the ball game, and even for a night on the town. JC Designs is located 1 block west of the square in downtown Albany, or you can check out their website at j-c-designsmo.myshopify.com.
Looking to grow your future close to home? At Lone Star Investments in Albany, Missouri, Tanya is there to help you build lasting financial security. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, or just getting started, Tanya offers personalized guidance every step of the way. Stop by Lone Star Investments today, where your goals are their priority. Because investing isn't just about money, it's about peace of mind. Lone Star Investments, Albany, Missouri. Secure your tomorrow starting today.
And welcome back out again here to Pattonsburg as the Lady Warriors lead 8-0 as we start the bottom of the fifth. Will be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, starting with Rosalie Cameron. Rosalie Cameron, and this first pitch from Moffitt is going to miss for ball 1.
Well, Pattonsburg trailing by 8 here in the bottom of the fifth, and means they're needing to get at least 3 or 4 runs here on average the rest of the game.
This one is going to just stay fair down the first base side as Cameron will get that one down for a leadoff single. Warriors, I think, kind of thought that one was going to go foul, and I think Coach Wilma's going to say maybe it hit off her foot from the box. And
well, Moffitt didn't really make an attempt to even try to come in and get it, so
umpires are going to have a chat about it.
Yeah, they are going to talk about it, but I'm not sure that they're going to reverse it, or else they maybe would have called it on the field.
But maybe just make them look at it and talk about it at least. But yeah, Moffitt really made no effort to try and get out of the pitching circle to field that one, and it ends up as a single here for Cameron as it brings up Cheyenne Miller, 0 for 1 on the day. Shows bunt, bunts it back, out of play, foul for strike number 1.
So a good chance here for Pattonsburg. Like I was saying, they need to be getting about 2 or 3 runs on average an inning here from this inning on here in the fifth. So got to start now.
And the 0-1 pitch is going to be fouled off down the third base side for strike 2. Count moves, no balls, 2 strikes. Now the 0-2 home here from Moffitt is going to be hit just past the glove of Sider at second base. Hogue throws to second, and now caught in the rundown here is Cameron as she went right around second base, and she is called out on her way to third.
Yeah, it was what looked like it was going to be a good start to the inning there for Pattonsburg, and suddenly the momentum is just all right back at Albany due to some poor base running.
That'll bring up the top of the order, and Jaden Goebel 1 for 2 on the day with a single. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. I believe Cameron thought that Hogue was going to try and throw to first to get out Cheyenne Miller, as this one going to be missing the zone for ball 2. And I kind of thought that's what's the play, would be to throw to first, try and get out Miller at first, but smart play there by Hogue to throw it to second, and seeing Cameron turn around second base. This one's going to be hit into center field. Kennedy Epperly gives chase, can't pull it down. Throw to third, and they are going to get out Cheyenne Miller at third off of a nice throw from Epperly to Sturkis.
Yeah, Epperly kind of redeemed herself there. She never really did get underneath that ball there. Tried to make an over-the-shoulder grab, but couldn't quite do it. And because Miller was holding up to see if she would catch it, she got a late break to second and then was waved on to third. And a nice relay there by the Warriors to get Miller out at third base.
That'll bring up Izzy Berger, 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch home from Moffitt. Going to be hit right at the third baseman. Sturkis hits off her foot, picks it up, throw to first base in time. And Sturkis going to kind of hobble off the field as that one hit hard off her foot or ankle area, but still made a good play and got the out at first base, and we'll go to the 6th inning. Warriors leading 8-0.
Whether you're hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's also has daily lunch specials with the lunch buffet on Wednesdays. Make sure you leave room for dessert, though, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany. Sublime Formal Wear is your homecoming, prom, and special occasion dress destination. Drop in Saturday 10 to 1 to browse their selection of short dresses or schedule a formal gown appointment for an unforgettable session tailored just for you. Sublime Formal Wear has hundreds of dresses in stock. Check out their Facebook page weekly for additional open hours. They're located at 115 South Polk on the west side of the square in Albany. Drop in, find them on Facebook, visit SublimeFlamingoboutique.com, or call 660-851-1122 to start your journey to your perfect dress.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They are prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
And welcome back out again here to Pattonsburg as we get ready to start the top half of the 6th inning. 8-0 Lady Warriors have the lead here over Pattonsburg as we get ready to again start the top half of the 6th inning. It will be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters coming up to bat: Marley Hansel, McKenna Moffitt, and Caitlin Bunker. Hansel 0 for 1 on the day, hit by a pitch, walked, and struck out swinging in her 2 plate appearances.
Well, the Warriors again leading by 8 here in this one, and they still want to add any runs that they can to this lead. So you know for sure they're going to still be locked in at the plate trying to add to this lead every bit that they can.
First pitch home from Estes. Bounces in the dirt for ball 1. Estes again toes the rubber, brings home the 1-0. Is going to be looked at and missed for ball 2.
A large part of the Warrior offense has just been allowing Estes to walk them or hit them with pitches. That's been a large part of their offense today.
This one looked at for ball 3. Estes has walked 5, hit 4, and given up 4 hits on the day.
Yeah, I mean,
Warriors have gotten on base also, though, to a couple of errors. 4 errors already in the game here for Pattonsburg as well. This one looked at by Hansel as she will take a 4-pitch walk to lead off the 6th inning. That is the 6th walk of the day issued here by Estes.
Yeah, I mean, basically 10 walks when you factor in the hit batters. I mean, that's really hard to overcome.
Brings up McKenna Moffitt. This one going to be popped up just over the head of the second baseman, McCrary. It'll drop. Hansel on her horse is going to have to run and makes it there to second safely. She kind of had to wait to see if that one was going to be caught. So now runners on second and first with nobody out.
Yeah, I don't think she really got a great read on that ball. It was pretty clearly going to drop, and she had a pretty late break on it there, but she was able to reach second base safely.
This one looked at for strike 1 here by Caitlin Bunker. We talked about essentially the 10 walks between the hit batters and 6 walks. The biggest thing for that is out of those 10, 7 of those walks or hit batters came with 2 strikes. This one by Bunker popped up on the first base side of the infield, and it's going to be caught by the first baseman, Izzy Berger, for out number 1. I believe the infield fly rule was in effect as well on that. That'll bring up now Kennedy Epperly to bat, 0 for 2 with a hit batter, a strikeout, and a ground out to the pitcher in her 2 plate appearances. This one low for ball one. The 1-0 pitch is going to get down into left center field. Hansel will move around third. Being held at third base is going to be Moffitt after the RBI double there by Kennedy Epperly.
Another nice base hit by the Warriors, and early in the game it was a lot of walks and hit batters, and now they're starting to get some base hits there. We saw one just now.
Brings up Whitney Sturkis, 1 for 2 on the day. Got on base to a fielder's choice, a walk and a single. This one going to be hit towards the shortstop Miller. Throw to first base, and reaching out for it, able to get the out is Izzy Berger at first, but a run will come in to score.
Yeah, Moffitt's able to score on that. No throw to home there, but she kind of was waiting to see if Miller was going to go home, and that's one where if you're going to go home, you got to commit and go. You can't be waiting to see where they're going to throw it. You can't get caught in between home and third base there.
Brings up Izzy Manville. Ball gets away. Epperly going to try and score, and does. And it's an 11-0 Lady Warrior lead here in the 6th inning.
Yeah, again, every run the Warriors add on is just more icing on the cake for them here in this one as they try to close it out here in the last 2 innings.
I said, and right now with an 11-run lead, it's basically making Pattonsburg score at least 2 runs here in this bottom half of the inning as Manville hits this one down the right field line. It's going to get down past the right fielder. Christensen. Manville on her horse around first, and she's going to be stopped at second base for a stand-up double.
Well, the bats for the Warriors have really come alive here in this inning, and we've seen a couple of hits in a row now. That's a good sign, not just for today, but heading into the rest of the season and then, of course, the tournament on Saturday.
So we talked about Warriors had 4 hits coming into this inning, have 3 already here in this inning, including 2 doubles. As we go up to the top of the order, and Maddox Epperly. First pitch is going to be looked at outside for ball 1. Yeah, Maddox 0 for 4 so far from on the plate today.
It's really important that the Warriors get some confidence going into Saturday because like Tuesday was just kind of a rough one for them all around at the plate and in the field.
This one going to be hit past the third baseman. Wiegand into left field, gets underneath the glove of Pitzenbarger in left. Manville will score. Epperly going to be waved around second. Ball gets away from the shortstop Miller. And staying at third is going to be Maddox Epperly on what would be another RBI double.
Yeah, the Warriors with this inning, barring a miracle-type comeback, have pretty well put this one out of reach. They're going to have to execute the last 2 innings, of course, but, man, Pattonsburg has really kind of let their fundamentals go by the wayside there. As an outfielder, you cannot let a ground ball go through your legs. It's just one of the things you cannot do.
And the pitch home to Siders upstairs for ball 1. So right now the scoreboard says 13-0. I believe it's just 12-0 as the Warriors have brought home 4 this inning. This one tipped back foul for strike 1 as the count evens up at 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike here to Sider with 2 outs. Runner on third base. Lady Warriors lead 12-0. This one looked at for ball 2. Count moves 2 balls, 1 strike. And the 2-1 home from Estes. Inside ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike here to Sider as on deck is Jaden Hilliard. Upstairs for ball 4. It's a 7th walk issued on the day here by Caitlin Estes. And Jaden Hilliard will come to bat here, the 9th Lady Warrior to bat this inning. It'll be the 2nd time that the Warriors have batted around. The other one was back in the 2nd when the Warriors scored 5 in that inning and left a runner stranded on 3rd. This one hit towards second base. McCrary has some trouble with it. Throw to first is going to be out at first as Hilliard just called out for out number 3. We will go to the bottom of the sixth. Lady Warriors lead 12-0 when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
The Albany Booster Club is a group of people who come together to make a better experience for the Albany R3 students. They try to help students in any way possible, whether it be on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the track, on the stage, or in the classroom. The Albany Booster Club helping every Albany R3 student succeed in their field. The Albany Booster Club joining together for the better of the Albany students.
In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small town roots with a big town feel.
Want to relive some of Albany TV's greatest moments?
The full court shot.
And he makes it! Oh my goodness, he makes it!
His shot at the buzzer.
Banks it!
Catch it online. Albany TV's YouTube page has almost every ball game from 2018 till today right at your fingertips. Watch classic broadcasts, cheer on your favorite teams, and share the memories with family and friends. Subscribe now to Albany TV-Mo on YouTube and relive the game.
And welcome back to the bottom of the sixth inning here in Pattonsburg. Leading off, Caitlin Estes. Ground ball hit to the shortstop. Hansel throw to first in time for out number one.
And the Warriors have really settled into a groove here on defense. The last 2 or 3 innings, it's just been 1 out, 2 out, 3 out. It seems just in real quick succession.
Only time Pattonsburg has brought more than 4 batters to the plate was back in that second inning in which they stranded the bases loaded. So it brings up Vanessa Wigan to bat. She is 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a fly out to right field. Pitch from Moffitt upstairs, ball 1. Make sure to stay tuned for tonight's BTC Bank postgame to find out who tonight's Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game is going to be. We'll have that up here for you in just a moment, or here at the conclusion of the ball game, which could be at the end of this inning, as this one's hit right at the shortstop. Marley Hansel makes a great play out at short for out number 2.
Yeah, Hansel's a really nice defensive shortstop as well, and she kind of flashed some leather right there. Really nice diving stop for out number 2.
That will bring up now to bat Claire Christensen. First pitch looked at for strike number 1. McKenna Moffitt just 1 strikeout so far here in the ball game, after having 9 in the game against Stanberry on Tuesday. Pitch looked at, misses for a ball 1. Count moves 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 home is going to be grounded to first and just foul, as it was going to be out number 3 otherwise. And the 1-2 pitch home is going to be pop foul out of play down the first base side. Count will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Christensen with nobody on and 2 outs here in the inning. And this one swung on and missed as Moffitt will strike out Christensen, and that will end the ball game 12-0. Albany comes away with the win in 6 innings. We're back with the BTC Bank postgame. Tonight's Winner's Circle Player of the Game when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite school and earn that school extra cash with each swipe. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account, stop by your local BTC Bank branch to get your mascot debit card today. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. BTC Bank, here for good. Member FDIC.
BTC Bank.
Every achievement deserves to be celebrated, and at Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Missouri, we've got just the way to do it. From sports trophies and plaques to corporate awards and personalized gifts, we make every milestone memorable. Whether it's honoring a team, recognizing excellence, or saying thank you, Winner's Circle delivers top quality awards with fast, friendly service. Celebrate success the right way. Stop by Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany.
And welcome back out again here to Pattonsburg as the Lady Warriors come away with a 12-0 victory tonight in 6 innings here over the Lady Panthers of Pattonsburg. Remember, tonight's postgame brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, here for good. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats from the ball game, starting with the Lady Warriors offensively tonight. Maddox Epperly tonight goes 1 for 5 with an RBI. Alexis Sider 1 for 2 on the day with 2 RBIs. Jaden Hilliard 0 for 5 on the day. Marley Hansel 0 for 1. Did get on base 3 times, though, with 2 walks and a hit by pitch. End up scoring 2 runs. McKenna Moffitt 2 for 2 on the day. She got on base in every plate appearance, and she also walked twice, scored 3 runs. Caitlin Bunker 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI and a run scored. Kennedy Epperly 1 for 3 on the day with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Whitney Sturkis 1 for 3 on the day with 2 runs scored. Izzy Manville 1 for 2 on the day with 2 runs scored. Caitlin Estes, losing pitcher of record today for Pattonsburg, goes 6 innings, gives up 12 runs, 9 earned off of 7 hits, 7 walks, 4 hit batters, 3 strikeouts. Offensively tonight for Pattonsburg, Jaden Goebel tonight goes 2 for 3 on the day. Izzy Berger 0 for 3. Caitlin Estes 0 for 3. Vanessa Wigan 1 for 3 on the day. And Claire Christensen 0 for 2. Carly Pitzenbarger 0 for 1. As Emsley McCrary, 0 for 2. Rosalind Cameron 1 for 2. Cheyenne Miller 1 for 2 on the day. McKenna Moffitt, your winning pitcher of record, goes 6 innings, gives up 5 runs, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout.
Yeah, overall, it was a really good game for the Warriors, much better than Tuesday, and it's good to see as they have a big tournament coming up Saturday. But at the start of the game, they were kind of just taking advantage of some lackluster pitching on the mound, able to convert some walks into runs. And then late in the game, the bats kind of came alive. They were able to hit the ball around the diamond a little bit and extend that lead to over 10 and then close it out in the bottom of the 6th really quickly as well, really fast, really efficient to end this one early as they were up by 10-plus runs. So a good game overall for the Warriors.
And tonight's Winner's Circle Player of the Game is going to be brought to you by Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany. They have all of your trophies, awards, medals, plaques, and everything else you might need for your next event or celebration. And Brett, tonight, our Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game goes 1 for 3 on the day, 2 runs scored, but played a great game defensively at third base. And tonight is going to be Whitney Sturkis, your Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game.
Yeah, she had a good game as well. She was as much a part of the win as anybody, but she really rebounded well after a tough game on Tuesday. You know, tough games happen for everybody, but it's how you respond that really makes the player. So she had a good response tonight. Didn't have any errors, made every play, even one where she took a really hard grounder off the shin, able to kind of fight off the pain, make a good throw to first base, and then you kind of saw how much that really hurt as she kind of limped off the field. But a good game for her, and hopefully she can keep that momentum as well as the rest of the team going into Saturday.
I'd like to thank all of our sponsors. Help you bring you today's broadcast today here on Albany TV. BTC Bank, Petty John Huddle Center, locations in Bethany and Albany. Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany. Hogue Lumber Company, the Albany Hy-Vee, Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany. Shelter Insurance Agent Sam Phillips in Albany. Johnson Controls, the Briar Patch and Sublime Formal Wear, both on the west side of the square in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center. Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany. Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC. JC Designs just off the square in Albany. B&B Barbecue in Albany. Lone Star Investments on the square in Albany. City of Albany. Williams Construction. Albany Booster Club. Albany, Pattonsburg, and Winston School Districts. And the Printer and New Shopper located in Albany. Again, we'll be back on the air tomorrow night with football action between the Warriors on the road at Nottoway Valley and Burlington Junction. We'll start pregame about 6:30. The softball team will be in action again on Saturday for the Bill Hill tournament. We'll try and give you updates on that throughout the day. And then also don't forget, we'll be back again next Tuesday as the Warriors will be back at home in conference play here on Albany TV. For myself, Jared Rolfes, color analyst and cameraman for the night, Brett Williams, so long and good night tonight from Pattonsburg.